My name is Mia, and I didn't get into my first relationship until I was 42 years old. And I would like to tell you 3 things that I wish I had done more as a single person, or 3 things that I actually wish I would have believed as a single person. The first is a big one, and it said, I wish I would have known that you can set hope down, that you don't always need to be holding out hope to find the love, the connection, the way that you want your life to be. For so long, hope was like an albatross across my neck, taking me down and making me feel worthless, because every time I hoped, I felt like my hope then just got dashed more and more and more after more than 2 decades of trying to find connection and love and not seeking it. And then when I would talk about my pain and my loneliness, people would say, you just have to hope. And that's not helpful sometimes. It was really great for me to realize I could set hope down. Now, it doesn't mean that I didn't pick it back up again. It doesn't mean that I didn't use it when I needed it sometimes, but it didn't mean that I had to hold it all the time. The second one is to let yourself grieve things. Let yourself grieve the losses that you had by not experiencing love in the same way as your peers, or those developmental stages that you missed, the dating when you're in your younger years, a younger love. You're now allowed to feel grief about it. You're also allowed to feel grief even if you're not trying to connect with somebody or trying dating. I used to think that like I didn't have, unless I was constantly seeking, unless I was constantly on the apps, asking people out, going to different outings and activities, that I couldn't feel the grief or loss of my loneliness. There were long stretches of my life where I wasn't seeking, I wasn't looking because I'd been doing it for so many years, but that I was shaming myself because anytime I felt lonely, I was like, well, it's your own fault. You're not out there looking, you're not out there. And I got it from other people as well. And so no matter what anybody says, you get to feel your feelings. Even if you've never gone on a dating app, you've never tried, you get to feel sad about the fact that you've struggled to connect with people. And allowing yourself to feel that instead of shaming yourself, I think helps you move through it to then do the third thing that I didn't do. And I've said it here before, but the third thing is to not wen your life away. I have wenned my life away. When I lose weight, when I get somebody in my life, when I do this, then I'll go on a trip, then I'll buy a house, then for heaven's sakes, I'll buy a waffle iron, because I have a post talking about how I waited to do that. So I wish I wouldn't have waited so long to build a life that I loved, to allow myself to experience the grief and the difficulty of what I was living through, to realize my worth wasn't connected, but just to live. I didn't live, and I wish I would have done that more. Okay, I'm gonna do my hair, and I'll show you the final look. There you have it. Final look, no filter. Sending so much love to you. Thanks for listening, and thanks for your support over all these years. I love you.